Okay, today we're talking about metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. So we're going to start by going over the properties of metals. Metals are the most common type of element, and it makes up about 75% of the periodic table of elements. So everything that is in red here are the elements that are considered metals. Metals color, they are usually gray or silver in color. So you look and you see over on the side we have 4 examples of different types of metals. They're all gray or silver. There are a few exceptions to this, including gold and copper, but the majority are going to fall into being gray or silver. Typically, at room temperature, metals are going to be solid, as seen in these top 2. The only exception to this would be mercury, which we see at the bottom, which at room temperature tends to be a liquid. Luster. Metals reflect light, making them shiny. So they have shiny or metallic luster. You usually see this by their ability to reflect the light that is shown on them. Malleability. Metals are usually malleable, which means that they can be hammered into sheets. So one of the most common type that we see every day is aluminum foil, which is aluminum metal that has been hammered into sheets. Ductility. Metals are usually ductile. This means that they are able to be pulled or shaped into wires. We tend to use metals as our wiring because of their ability to be ductile, but also because of their conductivity. Their melting and boiling points. Metals usually have very high melting and boiling points. This means that they have to be heated to very high temperatures in order to melt, which is usually how we see metal being formed. They have to melt it all the way down in order to form it, and they have to heat it to extremely high temperatures to do that. Conductivity. Metals are good conductors of both heat and electricity. This means that the heat or electricity can travel through the metal quickly. We see this using metal pans. Metal gets hot very quickly when you put it on a heat source, and this is why we use it in things like wires. It's because electricity can pass through it really quickly. Density. Metals are usually high density, so it means that they have a lot of matter in them for their volume. This is why metals tend to be very heavy for a very small amount, such as like a gold bar.